I don't recognize the Republican Party anymore. I'll be straight up. I voted for Trump in 2016.
Yeah.
I didn't know much about him other than he was not part of the Washington establishment. I really voted for him not because I was interested in him, but more because it was a vote against Hillary.
What's up, everybody? Major Retired Richard Ojeda here, and in a compelling episode of Tennessee Brando's podcast, Texas Trey took center stage to share his story of disillusionment and regret.
He is a narcissistic, maniacal, totally self-absorbed person who is concerned only with getting revenge for the wrongs that he has perceived have been done to him personally. And this has been part of his, at least from things I've read, his personality makeup for a long time. And Hillary was right about everything she ultimately said, which is the irony for me in it, because I didn't find anything particularly compelling back then. And now I look back on it, I'm like, oh my gosh, she hit every nail on the head.
As a lifelong Republican, Trey admitted to supporting Donald Trump in the 2016 election, driven more by his dislike for Hillary Clinton than by genuine faith in Trump's leadership. Like many others, Trey was drawn to Trump's outsider image, believing him to be a fresh alternative to the political establishment. However, over time, Trey became disillusioned as he realized that Trump's tough persona was just a facade.
You're actually now ringing the alarm, though, and you're talking about this election. It's about, 220-something days away at this point. You're talking about it as being a kind of watershed moment for this country. Why do you think this election, compared to, say, 2020 or 2016, will be so different?
Well, I think, quite plainly, they have told us what they're going to do. They have laid it out very clearly for us. Really, this election is a referendum on freedom and democracy at this point. We can vote for a man who, by voting for him, those principles and processes will survive, and we will live to fight another day in terms of being able to work through our issues. And a vote for Trump is to run the risk of losing all of that, to run the risk of, the man said himself he wanted to be a dictator on day one. I don't know of many dictators that are willing to give up authority once it's granted to them.
In a recent appearance on CNN, Trey reiterated his agreement with Clinton's assessments, admitting that she was right about everything.
Have you had an evolution of thought as it relates to Hillary Clinton now in the wake of all of this?
Yes, absolutely. And the irony of it is she was absolutely right. She was absolutely right about everything that she said, although I didn't necessarily pay too much attention to the things that she said. Going back, hindsight's very clear, very clear.
What started as a protest vote against Clinton ended up leading to 4 chaotic years under Trump's presidency, leaving Trey and countless others grappling with the consequences of their choice. Trump's presidency was marked by incompetence, corruption, and a disregard for democratic norms, leaving a lasting impact on the nation. Hillary Clinton's warnings about Trump's presidency have proven remarkably accurate. From her characterization of his supporters as deplorables to her condemnation of his behavior, Clinton concerns were genuine. Despite facing scandals and legal challenges, Trump's negative influence persists, prompting Clinton to warn of the potential disaster of his return to power. As the possibility of a Trump resurgence looms in 2024, Clinton's words carry even greater weight. She continues to assert that another Trump presidency would spell the downfall of American democracy. Even Trey, once hesitant to heed Clinton's warnings, now acknowledges her foresight. His journey of reflection underscores the importance of learning from past mistakes and listening to experienced voices. With a sense of duty, Trey is actively engaging in dialogue and sharing his insights to inform others and prevent the repetition of past errors. His actions serve as a reminder of the importance of educating people to avoid making the same mistakes. By acknowledging the wisdom of experienced voices like Hillary Clinton's and actively working to inform others, Trey exemplifies the potential for positive change when individuals take responsibility for their actions. It's crucial to educate and empower people to make informed decisions and avoid repeating the errors of the past, and that is an absolute fact. Sappers clear the way, airborne all the way.